Okay, so Friday night when they practice, what I have in here should be the arrangement that they're doing as far as when they're going to do the choruses and the verses, etc. But you know how that is. So if that changes, then go up here and then you can rearrange them like this. Or you can add just by pulling it down. It's supposed to be English and then Spanish and then English. That way it's easier for Cesar and everybody who's singing. So that they'll do like English for a little bit, then Spanish for a little bit. So, and if you need to pull this around down here, you just pull it that way and it'll go. So I'm gonna leave this open, Brianna, so that Friday night when they practice, it'll be, if you need to move anything, this will already be open for you. Same on Abre mis ojos, open my eyes, Lord. Spanish, Spanish, English, English, Spanish, English, Spanish, English. And I know Cesar wanted to do like half the song in English and half in Spanish, but that's just not gonna sound good. And nobody's gonna understand what's going on. So if we do it like this, Spanish and then English, and then that way everybody can hear it in their own language. And then there's Holy Forever, or Santo por siempre. Same thing here. Spanish, 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 English, English, English. Then I did a Spanish, English, Spanish. So I sent all these to Brianna. And of course the sermon, you just have to do that. And it'll do what it needs to do. Listen carefully. It's hard for me when he's in Spanish, when I'm advancing for Spanish, to know where he's at. So with you guys doing it together, then that will make it better for y'all. All right, and here is Thank You, Jesus, for the blood. I did English, Spanish, English, Spanish, English, Spanish, English. So each part has a complete language inside of it. So, and then, and this is the background. Whoops, wait a minute, let me let you see this. This is the background for everybody. Everything is that one. No movement. This is perfect. No little sparkles this time. Make sure that is always on SB Max Stage. Make sure this is on current slide text. And then Calvary Sent. Of course, the pictures will be on there. I can't think of anything else that needs to be done. Hopefully you won't have to rearrange anything. Hopefully they'll do it exactly like it's been done in the past. But, you know, sometimes I make a mistake. So if I make a mistake, then you just click in the slide, edit the slide, fix the word, then go back to show. Announcements, leave it on, the welcome announcements in the beginning, and then when they do the announcements, then click through them. That's gonna save our CPU. If it starts acting weird, click down at this. That's gonna pull the CPU. Where is it at? I don't know where it is. It's probably on one of those other screens. If this part goes to the other screen over there, then what I've been doing to fix that is just go down and then it brings it back over on this side. I don't know why it does that. And I don't know why that fixes it, but bringing it down, don't click on it and just come down and it'll pop back up here. Everything should be ready to go. There is no background for the sermon, so it'll be black. that? Yeah, so this background, that background will just be black, which is perfectly fine. Okay, and it's, of course, it's 1228, One Nation. Okay. The computer's been working perfectly ever since I took all the motion backgrounds off. Let me see if I can't pull this back up. See if it, okay, there we go. So I'm gonna click back on ProPresenter. Where's it at? There we go. I'm gonna click back on ProPresenter and we're gonna watch this. You can, I always like make this that smaller. Okay, so I got ProPresenter up. And right here, right when I pulled up ProPresenter, you see it's 137. Give it a minute and let everything open up. And then see it drop down to 49, 27. And now as you go through, as long as there's no motion on it, then it'll stay below 50 right there. If we run these announcements, you know how I used to do it with that and run it every 10 seconds? When I do that, it pushes that ProPresenter number up to like 170 something. So, but like I said, since I've been doing that, since I changed those bells and whistles and twinkling stars, everything's been perfect. Absolutely, could not have asked for it to be any better. One thing that it did say was to, not to, right when you cut the machine on, let it warm up. Let it kind of, it'll take it a minute, let it get its stuff together. And you can really tell it right here. I don't know if it'll come on now since I'm shutting down. All right, this right here, it says CP load. As the computer's cutting on, you can watch it cut on as its little pieces will start waking up. Once that is fully filled, then you can start clicking and pulling up ProPresenter, etc. See, the CPU is still loading. So I think one thing I know I've been doing is as soon as I cut it on, I'm diving into ProPresenter. Well, we can't do that because I'm not giving the computer time to even wake up when I'm doing that. So that's a problem too. So once this gets all the way over, then it's pretty much woke up and you can cut on ProPresenter. I just cut that off. And you can see how it popped it up a little bit? Let's go, I'm gonna click back to that. Look at that, see how that's doing that? See how high that is? ProPresenter's up to 139. It was because I just cut it off. Now it's back down to 31.7. And see, watch it drop. So if we keep doing that, everything should be perfectly fine with it. See how small it is? One thing I do when I'm running is I will take this right here and I will pull this down and I will pull that over like that, and then I'll stick it over here. That way, and down there, that way while I'm running, I can always see what that number is right there for ProPresenter. Look, right now it's 27. That's perfect, excellent. We just don't want it to get, open that up a little bit. That's a percentage of the CPU that's being used. We don't want it to get over 50. If it's over 50, then we need to stop and whatever's processing to run and then start back. So, okay. I know it's going to be wonderful. I am going to miss being here, but I really want to go to the beach. And it's too late for me to cancel my reservations without losing all the points. And then that Sunday, the boys and I are going to see Dad for Christmas with him. Okay. Thank y'all for listening to this educational video. Appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much, and I'm going to miss you.